Hi guys, I'm with Joshua Lenartowicz. Did I get that right?
That's good enough.
Josh, I just want to ask you a few questions about when you first started bodybuilding. Now, at what point did you decide that you actually want to become a pro?
I always loved bodybuilding and I wanted to stay faithful to my federation. I started in the INBA and I took it as far as I could go, and I went to the Natural Olympia, and you know, I was pretty disheartened because the auditorium was half full and there wasn't much publicity, and I'd given everything to do it. A lot of sacrifices, a lot of suffering to compete, and it didn't end up anywhere. So I'd stopped for a little while, 6 years, and then you know, I wasn't big enough yet for the IFBB, I believed, and now that you know, made some adjustments and brought up my size, I'm competing in the IFBB now, and I didn't even think that I could even win last year. I was just doing it to just get my not face out there, but just to see how it'd go, and competed, and it was, you know, it was almost like I was putting all this time and effort into training anyway, and nutrition, and I just thought one day, why am I spending so much money and time and effort training, you know, when you could just quite easily just spend that time and effort on holidays and fun with family and friends and whatnot. And it's always just been instilled in me a good, strong work ethic and wanting to succeed and be the best that I can be. And so I got up on stage last year and I was very blessed with the outcome, and I was successful, and I thought, okay, well look, I'm eligible now to compete in the pro qualified division, which means that if I win, I'm a professional bodybuilder. And that was when it first dawned on me that, hey, I can do this. And I've always believed in myself. And I believe that words determine your world. And if you speak doubt about yourself, it speaks to your subconscious, and you can't, and you're going to be that way. So I've always believed in myself, but I never thought I'd have the opportunity to compete to become a pro. And now knowing that I've got this opportunity, I've given everything to it this year. And I'm hoping to be the Australia's newest pro. You know, I've been the best that I can be, and if someone beats me, I'll take my hat off to them. But the effort that I put into training and the progress that I've made, I believe that I'm going to be very hard to beat coming into this comp.
And what are your goals? I mean, beyond this comp, you're becoming Australia's newest pro. Where would you like to take this? Look, I'm going to take it as it comes initially. I would like to set short-term goals. I don't like to think too far ahead in the future because it becomes a bit overwhelming. So I'll get through this obstacle first, hopefully being successful. And then I really just want to take some time this year to just impact lives and help others with their comp prep and just be a positive influence to people. And then from that point on, I hope to make some good gains in my off-season to be hopefully Australia's best pro one day. Given I can have enough backing through sponsors and whatnot. It is hard, and I've put so much time, money and effort into this, and I'd love to keep doing it. I've got a wife now and I'd love to have a family more than anything, so if I can get a sponsorship that would entitle me to have both the family and be able to train and compete in pro bodybuilding, I'd love to do that. That'd be an all-time goal. Now back to, I mean, talking about the positivity that you'd like to, the influence that you'd like to have. There's so much negativity surrounding bodybuilding these days, and you see it on the newspapers all the time, and young kids abusing substances or whatever they do, and it's all about image, this body image thing. What has bodybuilding given to you? How positive has it been in your life? For me, I was the youngest of the family with two older brothers, and I'd never had muscle dysmorphia or anything like that, but I was a shyer kid, so it gave me confidence, which is, it will anyone. You see some results, you achieve a goal. Confidence comes from doing, and you know, you get into the gym, you set a goal, you think, man, that weight doesn't look possible for me to lift. And after a certain amount of time, you're lifting that weight, and it's really empowering and instilling this ability in you to know that you can actually conquer and you can succeed in life. And from that point on, I took that into all these different steps. I mean, I've had gyms before, I've had run a medical clinic. I like to do little projects and things like that, and it's given me and it's equipped me with knowledge and confidence to just go out there and succeed in life and do things. And yeah, that's what bodybuilding's given me, just that ability and that confidence to actually get out and do things. Also, I must add, sorry to interrupt, meeting people. There are, as you'll see in the industry, like any industry, egos and some odd characters out there, but
there are some awesome people out there, especially in bodybuilding. If you meet some really great people, I mean, a friend could be a friend for life, and I've met a lot of people that I will be friends with for life, I know that. And yeah, that's what I've gained from the bodybuilding.
Now, you trained with Arkin Kaman. Tell us about that experience.
No, that was on another level. That was a dream come true. I was very fortunate. Nick Solomos, the owner of Derma Gym, he just said to me one day, Ronnie's coming down, and he said, we might give you a train with him, but we'll see. And then I didn't hear anything from it, so I trained that day, I trained back, and then I trained biceps that afternoon, then I went and saw Ronnie, and then Nick goes to me, we're going to train legs with Ronnie later. I went, oh, no way. But I thought, no way I can pass that up. So we went out for dinner, had Nando's together, and he's just such a nice guy, and he spends so much time, Ronnie Coleman, just meeting people. I think he's known for his bodybuilding and his strength and charisma on stage and whatnot, but I don't think he'll be recognised as much for just being there to be an ambassador for the sport and meet people. He was only rostered on to be there for a certain amount of time, but he stayed back and met everyone in the line until everyone got a chance to meet him, and that's not a rare occasion. That happened constantly. People said that he's promoter, and other people said about Ronnie, he'd stay back and meet the fans and give everyone a chance to meet him. It was just on another level training with him and having someone like that screaming in your ear to lift more weight. My personal best for a squat before then was 240 kilos, and I managed to get up 300 kilos. That's something that took a lot of prayer before I did the lift. But not only that, it's just the adrenaline pumping with having Ronnie Coleman there. It was everything fell into place that day. It was awesome. Did
you learn something special that day, or something that you never knew before from that experience?
You know what I learned, and I've got a big faith behind me. They're saying I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, and I was thinking about that. I mean, doing a 60-kilo jump for a squat, that's huge, and that's something that has just empowered me for this whole year. It's just charged me on. Every time I felt tired, I thought, hang on, I did back and buys that day, and then I did legs that night. Just because someone says you can only do one muscle group a day, or you've only got a certain amount of energy to give, doesn't really necessarily mean it's true. I mean, if you let other people's opinions and their beliefs influence your beliefs and your decisions, you're going to end up living someone else's life eventually. So by just keeping your beliefs and not limiting yourself. I mean, I love Michael Jordan says limitations like fears are often just an illusion. And I'm a firm believer in that after that experience with Ronnie.
Now, if a kid starting out in bodybuilding, what's the best advice you could give him?
Best advice I can give a kid starting out would be don't ask your friends who are just slightly bigger than you or slightly leaner than you. Go to people who are advanced in the sport, not only advanced but also have a good head on them, not someone who's egotistic or whatever. Just go and ask people in the gym and say, hey, can you spare some advice for me? And people will take that. For me, if a young kid come up and ask that, I love to help them. I know some people out there might not want to, but the majority of people take that as a compliment and would love to help the youth and to give them an advantage and tell them what to train and when to train and whatnot. But get advice from the right people. That's probably the best advice I could give. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much, Josh. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
Thank you.